So we are up in northern Utah at Ballard Farms, which is essentially hog heaven, right, James?
Exactly. In fact, this family has been dedicated to building a culture around living off the land for 4 generations.
Heirloom kinds of pigs. They are growing their own grain here.
I love it. Let's get tasting. We're here with Todd Ballard, who grew up on this farm and now heads the daily operations. He's about to show us where it all begins.
These are the brand new ones. These were just born last night.
You want to touch it? I do.
Yes.
I do.
These are just a few hours old. They'll spend the first 4 or 5 weeks with their mom, and then they go into the group that were born that week. We graduate them up as they grow. They grow tremendously fast, and so we're moving them to different size rooms as they get older. We have a 2-way cross on our boars. It's the father of these pigs, and they bring a lot of genetic quality. And so we pick, of those boars, we try to get the best genetics we can find. We have 3 of us full-time.
Okay.
Myself and 2 sons, and then I have the whole family rest are part-times.
It's something to really point out and highlight that you are doing it sustainably. So you are growing your own crop to feed your own pigs.
Not only it gets you complete control over your feed you're going in, but also you figure if you can produce a crop and say grain prices raise really high a year, then you don't have quite the financial pinch because you can produce that on your own ground, see for a lot less. You see right through there's a motor running. That motor running is being powered by methane gas that generates from the manure. But the manure, we pump that from the barns, it comes into this methane digester, and then we introduce the right bacteria, and the heat that comes off the motor heats the manure that goes in there. The bacteria will break that manure down and create carbon dioxide and methane gas. And then we run that methane gas and carbon dioxide through this motor that's running there, and it powers a generator. That's generating enough electricity to run 30 homes. That electricity goes back into the grid. Sometimes we're using it and sometimes the neighbor is, and who knows where it goes after it goes in the grid, you know. So after the manure's been digested, it still retains all the nutrients that the crops need. That's what we're doing now, is applying that effluent that's been through the digester, and we spread it on the fields, and that supplies probably half of our fertilizer needs.
So they go from the newborns that we just saw to the ones running and playing to this.
In 6 to 7 months. I mean, they'll weigh 270 pounds. They have 103-degree temperature and just normal, and they don't sweat. Here, if you notice on the ceiling there, that little black tube, that's a sprinkler. So after it gets 80 degrees, that'll turn on and just kind of put out like a mist, like you see at Disneyland to cool the people. It throws a little mister out, and those pigs walk through that and cool down, and so that works very well. The soybeans are really unique plant. Hardly anybody raises these in the West. And, but they're really a unique plant. They produce little pods in the stems. After a frost hits, all the leaves will fall off and you'll see just brown stems that will have these beans in there. Just in a raw form like that, they're about 35% protein and 18% oil. They're very good for humans and pigs and poultry.
Did you just eat this? Oh, that's so cool.
Look at this stem here. Look how many beans can grow, you know, on one stem there, see?